it's really got me thinking about, like, what am I happy about? What am I most want to do?
That's it.
And I found out that I don't have to do all those things, even financially.
Right.
Like, just taking whatever.
So much of what I think we thought we needed or we thought was normal has come into question during this time.
Yeah.
And I think this is a great opportunity for us individually and collectively to reconsider our habits around work.
Yeah.
And to rethink and reprioritize what slowness and spaciousness and a meaningful life can offer in lieu of the myth of success, of being successful, which we've, in this culture especially, equated with just making a shit ton and working, like a workaholic. And
Got to get mine, stack it up.
Yeah, and it's like, I think the slowness has offered us a different rhythm. And in that rhythm, we're able to maintain a sense of connection to ourselves, to our bodies, to our relationships, and an increased sense of tender care.
Yeah.
Of recognizing that this is actually...
And I think that's why abstractly, like, it almost feels, getting back to Spain and Europe, it almost feels like a slightly slower European sort of contemplative way to live, where you can have a 3-hour dinner in the midst on a Tuesday or Thursday night.
Right.
Where work tomorrow is not the most important thing. It's those 2 or 3 hours together as a family or with friends. And no agenda, just enjoying talking about cinema, talking about life, talking about politics, talking about whatever that is, and enriching each other just through presence, which doesn't happen. We all go here to our, little bubbles of activity that's very small and insular when you think about it. And how much we're connecting now on my wife's side of the family. We never used to connect by Zoom on she's got a big family. There's regular card nights now, and we're, playing with people in San Francisco and Calgary and Baltimore. And, we never did that before. We only saw them, occasionally. If something went wrong, you'd pick up the phone, but you'd text and email. Anyway, I'm rambling on. But the point is, I think that's what I'm not hungry to return to normal. I'm not hungry to just go back to this buzzsaw world where we're just running around like our chickens, because there's no value in that.
And this is what presence gifts us with. Presence connects us to a state of abundance. And, I'm not Buddha beads and Tulum spiritual teachering you right now by saying that.
Can we go to Tulum? That would be awesome. We'd love to. It's about 8 degrees today.
I'm not, telling you to manifest. I'm saying that presence opens us up to recognizing that we are and can live from that abundant place. You can put your tools down. They will be there for you when you come back after your practice. You can put your paintbrush down, and that painting, that work of art you're working on, it's still going to be there working itself in you, on you, while you're doing other things. Right. And I think that's been part of what I've been trying to live into. You started this conversation by saying, here I am, this creative hurricane. And people say, especially women, say, oh, how do you do all this stuff? And the thing is I have a full-time job. I'm a single mom. And because of that, I have pockets where I don't have the kids, when I can kind of let loose in a different way. Yeah. But with all of it, it's giving myself permission to be present to where the oxygen flow is in that moment and going there, knowing that everything else is going to be there for me. It's not going to go anywhere. Right. Just tending a little. It's like having a garden. It's like, do a little work over here and do a little work over there. And
I think that I'm hoping that a lot of us, just everyone, has given themselves time to think about their own self-care in whatever it is, and that provides some space. If your partner's home more because they're not at the office, well, you can go read a book for 2 hours, or you can
take a walk.
You take a walk, or those little things, and taking time for yourself, because there is time, and you don't have to feel guilty about it. It actually should be prioritized in just how you look at your life holistically. So, there's certain things I'm very hopeful about, other things I'm horrified about, that where we are as a country and a community, and how
we got some work to do.
Yeah, I think so. Full Exposure Podcast is brought to you by Metro Health, University of Michigan Health, and Dr. Peter Hahn, in appreciation of the creative and artistic visionaries who enrich our lives through cultural connections.